everyone, today I am back over on Rainy Day, a public Minecraft Skyblock server. It is a brand new season that has literally just launched tonight, a few hours ago at most. Unfortunately, I can't zoom in right now because of the version that I am on with Minecraft, because normally I do this intro with my face like fully zoomed in. But I kind of just wanted to get on and basically give you guys a starter / new season tips and tricks tutorial guide video. Before I jump into this video though, please drop a like right now, which is the big thumbs up button down below, and please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Now let's explain everything you need to do. Okay, so the first time you spawn in to Rainy Day, you're going to actually arrive over in spawn. The first biggest thing that you're going to want to do is /vote, in my opinion. You can vote each day, and each time you vote you basically get a point to basically add to your spin collection. I would recommend voting and spinning because these have some really cool loot drops in here. You're going to want the tools, obviously, to start grinding immediately. But also you have things like grass blocks, really good for expanding your island. The brand new hatch pack is in there, which is all part of the new pet system. But this is a really good way. So definitely step one, vote and use your votes immediately. After that, you're going to want to do island create. There's a whole list of islands in there. There is a wiki guide on which island to choose from. I'm going to put my two recommended ones and what they look like on screen because I think they are the best. One has an ore gen already built for you, and then the second one does have some crops on there as well for you to harvest, which I think is pretty cool. Once you have your island, as you can see, I've kind of started to slightly work on mine, and a tree has randomly just grown. Perfect timing. What you're going to actually want to do is the command / missions, and there are two areas to this. That is personal and there is island. You're going to want to go ahead and complete all the tutorial missions in here and collect all of the different ones. You can see all the different rewards in here. These are really, really good. As soon as you've done the tutorial ones, you can then start to grind towards the personal ones. Again, if you hover over them, it tells you what you need to do. Some of these are really straightforward. So spend 500 Skydust, you do IS upgrades, and you can spend your Skydust in here upgrading your island. Things like ore generator is what I have been upgrading, as well as island size, two of the best ones at the start of the season, in my opinion. You're going to want a bigger island, so you need to upgrade this. You're also gonna boost up your ore gen because at the start of the season, unfortunately, mining is probably something that you're gonna need to do. And on that note, you're gonna want to set up an ore gen. Right now, I've not actually got around to doing that just yet because, again, like I said, we are at the start of a season. So it's still like an hour or two into season. The island that I chose at starter level does have an ore gen already, so I can begin mining. I recommend following my tutorial on how to set up an ore gen because that is the most efficient ore gen to have, and it's the best one to produce. Set up a hopper system as well, and then hopefully over time you're going to get a ore collector, and so you can put that down. Make sure that the ore gen is all in the same chunk, F3 and G, and you'll be able to see the chunk. You're going to want it all in the same chunk. So actually this ore gen is not in the same chunk, but you are going to want to build yours in the same chunk just so that the ore collector / your hopper system is all going to work nicely. After that, you also, going back to the command / missions, want to work on your island missions as well. Right now we are on Earth Realm. You can see in here the different worlds. These are time locked right now. You can see all of the different ones in here. My biggest ask is actually this one, to have 10 players visit your island. I'm going to ask real quick and be cheeky because right now mine is set, and why am I plugging Luke is beyond me. You want to set try and unlock this because you can use that Skydust. No. You can use the Skydust to upgrade your island. So I am going to plug really quickly. IS visit Amy Games with 3 S's. I would ask, please, if you're watching this, go and visit my island just to help me. I have 0 visitors right now and I need 10. So please, can 10 people come and visit my island? It would be greatly appreciated. Not that there's anything special on my island. Once you've done that, the command / studies. Again, you can see here the time lock for the different worlds. Right now we are only focused on Earth, but in here you can decide what you're going to grind. Are you going to grind mobbing? Are you going to grind mining? Are you farming? Are you woodcutting? Or are you fishing? For me personally, I really want to focus on mining and possibly fishing. Right now, the reason why I think mining is important for anyone is to unlock iron, because iron is used to repair all your tools. Lapis, because you're going to be using the lapis to put enchants onto all your tools. Again, I think that is quite an important one. If you want to grind Clash, which is another good one, command/Clash, you can teleport to the arena, and in Clash you can immediately start to grind all the Clash drops. So that's things like, if I just come on over here quite quickly, you can fly in here, by the way, when the dragon isn't up. This is also the dragon arena, but when the dragon isn't up, you can actually grind this. And as you can see here, I'm just harvesting all the wheat really quickly, and that will then basically give me a drop. You can see there are cows to slay, there are trees to cut, there is different ores that you can mine up, and basically these all give you various different drops. And in here you'll be able to see all the recipes, so you can either create these things, which I can never pronounce, but you use those to light the dragon, or you can also use them to craft different levels of armor. So things like a Clash armor set, really good if you are bossing. And then in here you'll be able to see the recipe. Obviously, to get those, I have a whole separate video explaining this. I highly recommend checking out the tutorial guide for that, because it's pretty much the exact same as it is this season. So definitely go and check out my tutorial guide on Clash, which explains how to kill the dragon and how to craft the armor. But my last big thing to recommend, two last things actually. Number one is Cloud Pass, which you can purchase for Cloud Coins. Again, normally each season staff do events which gives you Cloud Coins. So we had the Easter one last season. Voting also gives you Cloud Coins. So if you haven't got the Cloud Coins just yet, that's fine, but be aware about this in the back of your mind throughout the season. And then when you do get enough, I highly recommend buying Cloud Pass. Luke is also the one that's basically suggested that you should do this, because the rewards in here are really, really good, and you basically make your money back through buying this pass. So it is something that I recommend considering. I'm not going to buy it just yet, but as I start to grind, I probably will, and I'll have a separate video on it as well. Now, the last thing is pets. Pets have had a complete rework this season, and it is really, really exciting. I'm going to have a separate video explaining all of this. However, if you go to the command/warp pets, which will be in your missions tutorial anyway, when you come into warp pets, you will see an NPC called Graph. If I put high players on, it's much easier to see him because it is very busy over here at the moment. But if you click on that NPC, you can basically purchase with this NPC. Now, this resets, so mine resets in 23 minutes, and you'll notice that the exchange cost is pet coins. On the final one, I do have the option to pay cloud coins, but majority of this currency is pet coins. Now, what this basically is an entire little arena where you can just run around and collect these coin-looking things. Each time you run into it, it automatically adds it to your pet coin list. And obviously, the more you collect, that's where you can then use them to spend them. I think this is a really cool thing. I am so obsessed with this. I probably just spent the start of season doing this for the last sort of 20-30 minutes. And I'm at 319 pet coins. The reason why I actually started to grind this originally was because my NPC shop had the option for me to buy hatchets, which basically are what you then use to hatch a pet as part of the new pet rework system. The other thing to note with this is if we come on over to this big giant creeper and we click on him, basically the idea is you will get a pet, you will put your pet in the slot and you will fight the creeper. or the denominator, I think is how you pronounce it, but I'm not sure. Detonator, there we go. And the idea is you fight this guy, and once you have killed him off, you basically can go ahead and go to the next arena down here and start to grind on that one. Again, I'm going to have a full tutorial on this because I've not quite figured it out yet, but you can heal your pets. However, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because in here it will tell you their weakness, and air is actually the weakness for this one. Now, as part of the missions that you get starter points. So if I do the command /starter, you will basically get starter tokens, and you can use those tokens to unlock a pet. For some reason, I thought it was a good idea to unlock the slaying pet and the mining pet. Don't ask me what my logic was for this because I couldn't tell you. But I decided to unlock these two. I kind of really wish I had unlocked air just so that I could defeat the creeper with it, but it's fine. We move on, we laugh, and we learn from it. However, the other thing to mention is if you do get the hatchets, which are kind of really cool looking things, I'll try and insert a clip of them. When you open it up, it's got an amazing interface that you interact with. Again, if I can clip it, I'll clip it and drop it in right now. And basically you have to click along the top as if you're like ripping open the packet, and then it opens the packet up, and then it tells you the 3 options, and then it rolls it in a bit like a dice, and then it'll land on one. They basically then come out looking like this. If I go over to the pet list in here, you can see all the different options in here. Apparently there is also a ruby option, but they are extremely exclusive and rare, which is why they are not listed here. What I'm basically trying to get at is open them, and if you get any pets, they look like this, the pet eggs. Under the hatching tab, they're time locked, guys, so please stick your pet eggs in this as soon as you can, just to start the timer down. The common ones take an hour, and then I unlocked a celestial one, I think it was, wasn't it? And the celestial one took 3 days. The first time you put a pet egg in here, you get a free instant hatch choice to use. So I used my free instant hatch on my celestial one. So if I come on over here and I just go into the celestial tab, you'll see my celestial pet in here. So I was fortunate enough to use it on that one to reduce it down from 3 days to instant. But then basically what I've now done is in my hatching tab, I've stuck my common one in because I know for a fact I'm going to be around for the next hour. I'm probably then going to do the rare one and see how long that takes. If I had to guess, that might take a couple of hours, which I should still be on for. But then when I go to sleep overnight, I'll probably stick on one of these mythical or legendary ones, which I'm assuming is going to take anywhere of like 24 hours to 2 days. And so I'm just going to leave that one hatching. You can unlock slots on this. Again, typically that is from this arena. Walk pets, collecting all of these pet coins, and it gets quite addicting, I'm going to be honest. But then when you come on over to graph again, you can buy the hatch slots, as we can see here, 1500 pet coins. You can buy instant hatches in here as well, so you can see how useful this is going to be early game especially. And then you can level up your pets as you're grinding and things like that. But I think this is such a cool feature. Again, I'm going to have a separate video explaining it all, but that is a really big tip. And then just don't forget to keep doing that command / missions. Keep going through them all, guys. Keep going through the easy ones as well, seeing what you're getting, and also making sure you are spending your attribute points on what you wish. I've been chucking all my attribute points onto strength right now. But yeah, just make sure you are working through this and also leveling up your pets. And that is my biggest tips right now for current starter season. I hope you found this useful. If you've got any other starter points for anyone at all that's watching, then please let me know in the comment section. Yo, look easy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please drop a like right now on this video. Let me know in the comment section any of the starter points that you've got. I'm going to have loads of videos coming out, so if you have got requests for tutorials or guides, let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in another video very soon. But goodbye for now.